Okay, so
Good luck, everyone.
here we go. We're at Indy and the Silver Crown. I just went ahead and spun it on the pace lap because I jumped on the brakes too hard.
Man, I think this is the shortest race we've had so far this season in these things.
So I got
Like, as far as
4x or 6x, and I gave somebody else 4x before the start, so I'm a genius.
Even though it's really long.
And the number 15 starting 14th.
Yeah, like,
Gonna be a long race. No
is
speed,
what I meant.
really slow.
Okay, Chad.
So that was a case of I just wasn't paying attention, and these things you can't get on the brakes that hard. So
Inside.
my bad.
Clear low.
40 laps at Indy. Like I said, I got no speed. I think I'm probably damaged now anyway, so not gonna be fun. Got a viewer and a fellow YouTuber, James Waldo, in here. Go check out his channel. Get a chance. He's obviously better than I am. He qualified ahead of me, and he kept it straight on the pace lap. I'm running Wayne's setup. It's really loose right at the moment. That's why I got on the brakes hard. I was going to reach for the weight jacker and wasn't paying attention. Then I didn't adjust it, so I was a little extra loose on that first lap. Ryan is the one that spun because of me. So this looks like it's shaping up to be a very boring run in the back for me.
Car low.
I'm
Still
obviously
there.
not fast.
Clear low.
So, oh yeah, Ryan's car's all messed up because of that contact.
Inside.
So
Still there.
it's a very disappointing
Clear
start for
low.
him, and it was my fault.
Car low. Clear inside.
And we're about
Car
to be
inside.
last place.
Clear to the bottom.
Got Jeremy behind us. He said he's having frame rate issues before the race. So, that's probably why he's lagging back there. Just trying to keep it together and probably stay away from me.
That lap time was
So, hopefully there'll be a caution and I can come in and work on this thing. Get some of the damage repaired. It's unfortunate that
Celsius.
James is in here and now my car's broke and I won't be able to get up there and race with him. But I think he's a little faster than me, even though this is his first race in this car. I just don't know Indy very well at all.
Okay, Chad. The next car is
Get
Car
Jeremy
inside.
by us.
Clear to the bottom.
I want to wreck him, give him enough room. Kind of nice running this series every week. Get to know some of the guys. Race with Jeremy and Joe quite a bit. I don't think I've ever seen Ryan. Kind of learn how these guys run and who's safe to run around, and Jeremy and Joe have always been good. Usually they're much further ahead of me though, so I don't get to race around them much.
That's a new fastest lap for 0.9.
Well, now they've busted out to a full second ahead of me, and that'll just keep getting bigger and bigger as my car is pretty damaged, I think. The worst part of it is that Ryan got into it and probably ruined his day. He probably wanted to qualify in the back just to start in the back, because a lot of guys didn't qualify, and I don't know if he did it or not, but first time that I've made that mistake in this car on a pace lap.
That last lap was a...
So, pretty unfortunate. Not the way that I wanted to start this race, but I'm not very good at Indy anyway, in any car, and it looks like the Silver Crown is going to be no different. This thing has gotten very loose on me.
The gap to...
I almost feel like I should just come in and pit, fix damage, and hope for a caution and a lucky dog. I don't feel like my speed overall is that bad.
Celsius.
Just I lost the draft. I'm doing 180 on the straights, which is about what I was doing in practice. Maybe the car is okay-ish, and it's just me.
Your lap time was...
There's my yellow.
Good job, 11.
Couple of freebies, I guess, that I wouldn't have normally gotten. Maybe I'll have somebody to race that's damaged.
Somebody remind me on the weight jacker. Is it right is tight, left is loose? 10-4. Thank you.
And
40.
Ryan spins out. Unfortunate. That's so easy to do in these cars. Okay, hopefully he gets back here. Pit lane is open. I don't want to get a penalty.
I will say this is the closest racing I've seen in these since I started.
We are definitely coming in. Need to get up there behind Ryan.
These things are fun every week, but I actually really like this track in these because it's
Pit lane speed limit
it's
is
throttle control while at high speed. It's just different.
Looks like I picked the right night to try this for the first
2,
time.
1.
Yes, you did. This was a lot of fun. Although Bristol was a lot of fun. I love Dover. Although I put the wrong setup in for Dover. I put a Darlington setup in for Dover. Accident. That was stupid. Oh, Darlington was a lot of fun for me at least.
I was so pissed that I missed last week, but first day back with my son after we got the news about my dad, so.
And Ryan's already done with his service, so hopefully he wasn't too damaged.
That is always.
And here we go. Looks like they're pretty badly damaged. Oh, and we're gonna speed. That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, drop to the end. That's not too bad. Wasn't paying attention.
It was bad news
Again.
about your dad, so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. No, that was the day we found out he's actually beating his cancer, so my son wanted to go see him because it was his first day back with us from his mom's when he found that out.
Oh, cool, great news.
Yeah, last couple of weeks we've been spending more and more time over there just because we didn't know which way it was going to go when they did that scan, and to find out that the tough SOB is actually doing it.
Yeah, I know that's a very difficult situation. My mother-in-law is on and off for the same battle, dealing with cancer. Oh, geez. 8 years, I think, on and off.
Okay, some guys are pitting.
Great news,
Oh,
man.
Ryan's pitting again.
Good for you guys. I'm thankful for the time that we get because he does have a tumor that's wrapped around his brachia, so it will eventually get him, but he's making sure it's on his terms.
So a speeding penalty. We won't
Yeah,
have
God bless
this
you guys.
position for long. We'll have to drop to the end.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make it all somber, so let's go racing. Yay, happy thoughts.
It's all good, man. Some of us come here to vent sometimes.
iRacing is one of my stress reliefs, so that's not just the racing, but talking to everybody.
Go check and see where James is running in the top 10. Right on.
Are we sandbagging?
Looks like it.
Hopefully Ryan catches up so I don't get a penalty. If not, then I guess that's what I get. I took him out in the beginning. It doesn't look like he's going to make it. telling me to catch the 6, so maybe it doesn't matter since he's coming out of the pits. I don't know. I don't really need to be up there right on these guys anyway.
The gap to ahead is now.
Car is extremely loose. I am running Wayne's setup from the forums. It was just a tick faster than the baseline for me, although the baseline was a little bit more stable. I figured I'd go for speed since I was lacking overall speed anyway, even with Wayne's setup, so hopefully it turns out to be the right decision and I don't just keep spinning it. If I do, we'll just go into broadcast mode and watch the race. Looks like a pretty big pack up there. Battling for positions. It's kind of scary. Glad I'm back here. For me, this car is so unstable that I don't really want to be side by side with guys. Maybe we'll play with the weight jacker a little bit more. Oh, and there's
The gap to. That lap was a.
ah, man. I just need to pay attention to driving, I guess, and stop messing with the weight jacker. Every time I do, it's an incident. So now the car is pushing tight. Probably all the damage that I just fixed. Probably just got it all back. Not the race for me.
That was a.
At least now we're holding a 3.5 second
Ahead is now.
gap from the guys in front of us, so they're not pulling away anymore. I don't know if they've slowed down or what. Now they've pulling away a little bit. It'd be nice to be racing at least with somebody, not just doing pace laps, parade laps, whatever. Oh boy. Missed last week because I wasn't feeling good. Still not feeling super great today, but jumped in here. Limited practice. Probably should have sat this week out the way it looks.
Okay, Chad. That lap time was. That's your quickest lap in this session.
Closed a little bit on Joe in front of me. I don't know if he just backed off a little or what. I did turn my fastest lap, the previous lap. Maybe I just found a good lap for me for once, and now back to the horrible line, I guess.
The gap to in front is now. That was
And the good news is I'm running where I am supposed to, based on the iRacing algorithms. Bad news is I put myself back here with that damage I got on the first pace lap, or the only pace lap, and not being good. And really, the only reason why I'm running this good is because two guys wrecked out, and one guy was fixing damage in the pits, didn't get back out in time. So, in reality, I mean, I should be last.
the gap to in front is now. That lap was
So sometimes it's all about just keeping the car on the track, I guess. I wish I was keeping the car on the track and it was clean, but no luck. It does seem that this is going pretty quick, though. Already halfway.
that was
Really wish I could run Indy better. I've never been good here. So, in any car that I've ever ran, including in the NASCAR games, just not good at this track. And I wish I was. A lot of people love it, but
gap to ahead is now.
it's not my thing, I guess. So Ryan now is left.
Celsius.
Gonna have to send him a little message after the race, apologizing for spinning a pace lap. Causing him a spin. And damage.
You've just done
I think the best I'll be able to get is 13th or 14th. 15 laps or so to get them. But that's if they start battling and slow down. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I don't think I can get them just running them down. So it might look, it kind of looks like Scott's dropping back to Joe a little bit, so they might get into a battle. Draw me a little bit closer. But Joe has pulled away in the last couple laps, about 0.3. So might just be wishful thinking on my part. Really enjoy this car a lot. Just seems hit or miss on which tracks I'm good at. I'm either fairly decent or just terrible. I can't have a mediocre day.
That was
I've never contended for a win in one of these cars, so I can't say that I've ever been good, but for me, I'm either decent or terrible.
the gap to ahead is now.
Joe is reeling Scott in up there.
Or fight back. I'll keep my mouth shut.
So if I was going to close up, this is when I needed to do it, when they're going to be battling. But I don't think I'm going to be able to get to them even with them battling.
Your lap time was...
My lap times have dropped way off. Joe's dropping back a little bit. Probably just regaining this car underneath him. Go back after Scott. Thought I was going to get in the wall there. Trying to push a little bit harder. It doesn't seem to be helping me at all.
The gap to ahead is now.
So really boring race.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now Celsius.
Sure, very boring to watch. No action coming from my car at all. Try to loosen it up a little bit, see if I can't get a little bit extra speed.
How the fuck did we just not wreck?
I thought about it.
A little bit loose coming off the corner that time, the weight jacker being down.
The gap to in front is now 1.7.
Joe's reeling in Scott again. I've reeled them both in a little bit. Last lap was a 53.6. This lap is a
Celsius.
53.6. This is the closest I've been to another car in a while, and then I slide it out of the corner. Gaining on them ever so slightly.
The gap to ahead is now 1.2 seconds.
I need to turn perfect laps if I'm going to catch them, and I'm not capable enough of that. Or have them make mistakes, or get side by side for a while. Get real loose coming out of 2.
Don't worry, I'll screw this up.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now Celsius.
Need a couple tenths that lap on Joe.
That lap was a
Still a lot of laps to go.
the gap to in front is now.
Gave a little bit back. Like Jeremy's dropping back a little. I don't know if he's used his stuff up or if he got some damage. That could make it a 3-car battle for 12th, which 3 cars would going fighting for a position in theory would slow him down a little bit more, and maybe I could catch him then. My lap times are improving. Maybe that means I'm figuring it out a little bit. A little late to figure it out, but take it. A little high in there. Start sniffing some draft. Catching them's one thing.
Whoa!
Passing's another.
I almost followed you.
Especially if they got clean race cars and mine's damaged. You know, passing can be pretty difficult.
If we keep fighting, he's going to get away.
Coming to 5 to go. Scott gets almost in the grass there. It's going to slow them both down a little. Can't capitalize on it though. They're pulling away down the straight. Pushing a little too hard, getting loose in the corners. Screen flicker, that's always fun. Now if Joe opens the door, I want to be close enough to take advantage of it. Gets under Scott, I want to be able to follow him. Just can't get that close to him. Car's getting pretty loose. 3 to go. And he makes the move, and I'm not close enough.
Okay, Chad.
Good pass by Joe going into the turn there. I don't want to dive bomb Scott. Would rather make a good pass here than just a real crappy one. So maybe I can catch him down the straightaway here. Nope. 2 to go.
What lap was that?
Back way off there like an idiot. So that probably will seal that up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to Scott now. Got really slow into that corner. I didn't want to lock the brakes up and spin. Maybe I'm going to have to try to dive bomb in on him. Set myself up for a pass into the turn. White flag. Need to get a good run off of the corner. Jeremy goes way down on the apron. For some reason I was watching that. And messed myself up. But Joe's gonna get past Jeremy. No, Jeremy held on to it. I got a good run here on Scott.
Good racing, 5.
Scott's gonna defend the position.
That was a ton of fun up there at the front.
Good job, Daniel.
Blocking me.
I was trying to reel you in,
Clear
but
to
I
the
didn't have
bottom.
much left.
And it looks like Joe's gonna get it. Or Scott's gonna get
Should
it.
have let me get in front. I could have pulled you up faster on the straight.
Uh,
Tell somebody to give up.
15th. What a boring race till the end there.
Yeah, it's hard to give it up, man.
I'm not gonna lie, Brent. You had me scared there for a little bit. You were reeling me.
Well, let's go back and
Nice battle there, Chuck.
Great race. Always a lot of fun. A lot of good guys in there.
yeah, that was fun, Scott. Thanks.
Good race, guys.
Let's
Good
go
win, Dan.
back and see.
You hung in there, Mateus. Pretty decent.
Cars, and I think I like them. Yeah, not too bad.
Let's see some of
I think I got
these.
some front end damage. I'm not sure.
Front of my car was horrible from that.
These things are blasted.
Oh,
They really are.
that's what brought the caution
well, I
out.
had fun for the first 10 laps,
Maybe. It's hard to see.
and good racing, everyone.
be my left front.
And into the grass.
It looks pretty clean to me.
All right, well, we rub tires with somebody.
Jeremy had some damage, and there's the end of it.
Yeah, I think you're good, man.
Well, not a great race for me, but got exciting at the end. Thanks for watching.